of pilgrims or soldiers that escorted pilgrims from Jerusalem to Europe. And they also were the frontline infantry, like the what you would call the Navy SEALs of the Christian army, the Crusaders. But they were also very prosperous. They set up a bunch of network of banks and had enormous financial influence and things of that nature. They were the creators of banking. Because if I had to transport a pilgrim, let's say from France or Italy to Jerusalem, we couldn't carry all of the gold from Jerusalem or from Italy to Jerusalem because it'd be too heavy, right? The donkeys can only carry so much, you feel me? And gold is, is big, it take up space. So let me just write you a check. That's what it literally was called, a check, CHEQUE. Okay? And with that check, I would give it to you. And then once you get to Jerusalem, you would take that check to the station and turn in your check. And then you might say, I don't want all of my gold or this. I just want to buy me a black amount. So just give me 2 shekels. All right, I'll give you your 2 shekels. And then I'll just take 2 shekels off your ledger. So by the time you get back to Italy, they'll do your balance. And whatever you have left, you can just cash out. And so by setting up this system, you know that you get a percentage off of every transaction, so forth and so on. And you are military, meaning that you have protection. That's another important thing with banking, but you are also enterprising. Okay. And so to really, really get a grasp of this is found in wisdom. Now, the Knights Templar were disbanded in October 13th, around 1300 or something, right? So when they were disbanded, they were investigated. Where did y'all get this power from? Where did y'all get this information from? So forth and so on. Like, we need to get the tea because they had more power than the Pope. They had more power than King. But it was a network. It wasn't like they had a coffer of all of this gold or all of this money or nothing like that. They just had a network of brotherhoods and things of that nature that it just worked. So understanding this, you get into the concept of wisdom. Because where did these ideas come from? Did they come out of necessity or were they slowly developed through transformation or transmission from a spiritual entity? Because the Knights Templar, when they were investigated, they were praying to an energy named Baphomet. So Baphomet, at its very base, means the father of wisdom. Let's just keep that idea. Let's not try to go no further and try to find deeper, more esoteric understandings. Let's just keep it at father of wisdom, because then we'll be able to move forward and have some deeper understanding of it, how it relates to our current monetary system. So when you reference the Seal of Solomon, because once again, the Knights Templar had their actual base on the Temple Mount. Okay? The Temple Mount is where King Solomon's temple was. But King Solomon's temple, he was had this ring. Right? He had this ring. And so this ring was called the Seal of Solomon. Now, the Seal of Solomon was a talisman. Now, this is the most important thing about this talisman. It was either a pentagram or a hexagram in shape. So what you'll generally see is either a pentagram or a hexagram. When you reference Israel, you'll see the hexagram, right? When you reference Baphomet, you see the pentagram. So what they're basically saying is that once you have these particular carvings and particular vibrations, they can somehow seduce the world into following your will. Sigil magic, intention, seed planting, ritual, repetition, subconscious programming, over and over and over and over again. How many times have you seen this flag? Why is Israel so important? Can you answer that question? Right. So when you reference the Seal of Solomon, you're also referencing the Jinn, right? The Jinn, Djinn, or John. Okay? When you reference Baphomet, you're also referencing Saint John the Baptist. When you're referencing the Seal of Solomon, when you're referencing Baphomet, you're referencing a talisman that can actually control or manipulate the universe for which you live in. And a lot of people may say it's far-fetched. Look at the world that we live in. And then give me an excuse or a reason to why the world is the way that it is in relation to money. Okay? Their banking system allowed them religious pilgrims to deposit assets in their home countries and withdraw funds in the Holy Land.
Peace to the tribe, peace to the collective, man. It's the initiates with our spiritual unwind for the night, man. First things first, y'all know we got to get into our infomercial and introductions as my co hosts introduce themselves and put us down on their latest and greatest products and services.
Peace to the family. Sacred Serpent, Sacred Dark Serpent. Also want to introduce you guys to my new book, The Spell of Fiat. It is a very insightful and intuitive spiritual manual that is trying to connect us to the past and the future at the same time to give people a little bit of an idea about what's going on. You can purchase it at flameonshop.com. You can also get it at amazon.com. And of course, we still have everything popping on flameonshop.com. We have your spiritual readings, your natal chart readings, your tarot card pulls. We also have the new tropics. We got the 5 for 5, all 5 of the flame ons. And we also have some spiritual moon bands, as well as some ritualized moon bands. So yeah, everything is affordable. Nothing is trying to break the bank. And once again, the spell of fiat, it is available currently right now, and it is a very, very insightful work. Ashe.
Ashe to that, man. What's up with the tribe? It's your boy AD. You can always holler at me, hit me up for anything you always need regarding consultations, readings, tips on herbs, how to use them, how to mix them in your drinks. Hit me up for that. Also, join the Discord, of course, where you can always rap with all of us, rap with the community, ask for help, just share knowledge, share your day. We got an insightful group. Just earlier we were just talking about, eating the right foods. One person, we have daily meditations. We always dropping articles in there. So lock in, or you missing out on the fun. But mostly really tap into the spell of fiat. Just the interest and the understanding of the Knight Templars will really give you a deep dive into esoteric history and just secret societies. Secret societies have always been around for the longest, and the more we understand these secret societies, we can understand the institutions that are being ran today.
Oh, and join the Discord. Don't forget, join the Discord, join the Discord, join the Discord.
Yeah, and get you some moon bands, man. I stay with the drip on me. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta keep them right.
Type shit. What would be a quick outline overview, beginning, middle, and summary of the spell of fiat? Like, what would a person get for getting a book?
Well, you're going to get an complete understanding as to the banking system, where the banking system began, what the template for the current banking system was built off of, and then you'll understand how spirituality was involved in every step of the way. Also, you're going to understand that there is a connection between what's called Jekyll Island, what's called our Federal Reserve, as well as the sinking of the Titanic. But any more, then I'm just going to be giving you the book.
Lock in. The spell of fiat available right now. I got the link in the chat, got the link in the description. What's the IG? People want to tap into your IG one more time.
Dark Sacred Serpent underscore 1217 or Sacred Serpent 1217 and Initiates for the Flame Substack at Initiates for the Flame, Instagram, Initiates for the Flame, TikTok, as well as Dark Sacred Serpent, TikTok, and Facebook.
Shay.
Lock in, man. Real quick, man. Run over to whiterabbitsite.com. We got two new exciting products, handmade, cultivated. I tested out these gummies last night on my ass on a whole nother level.
Them shits look
Um,
scrumptious.
Nah, they lemon teched, made with organic fruit juice. You never had no experience like this before in your life. I equate it to like high level psychedelics, almost to the point of LSD, but all natural, right?
Mm.
So yeah,
That's
it's that intense, and
Type of shit I
this
can't
is
take and go to work then, right?
oh no, you want to close your eyes and
Okay.
go to the next dimension, man. You wanna travel,
this type of
and
stuff people need, bro.
yeah, I mean, it got to a point. I've been working at this church for the past 2 weeks. My mind have just really just opened up to like the idea of sacraments and psychedelics as a form of religious ceremony. You know what I'm saying? So we just been my goal with White Rabbit Psychedelics is to keep expanding throughout the year, more or less like weekly drops of just new products because I've actually worked for multiple companies, mycology companies in the city, and there's no limit to what we could be able to produce as far as what we do on the e-commerce. So if you want to have 100 different products, why not? Push your creativity, bro, to like whatever your idea is, bring it to life and create an e-commerce site around that idea. Because there's people out here really doing it. They
Mhm.
just doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They got the packaging, they got the labels, they got the teams, they got the organization, and a lot of it is through 501(c)(a. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's super
But
legal.
yeah, it's a church. You know what I'm saying? It's a sacrament. It's church members. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to switch up my whole steez because I mean shit. Like I'm just grateful to be able to like live in a world where it's like me, I'm just like catching a bus now. I'm leaving the whip at the crib. You feel me? Like I'm
Mm,
just I'm
You really,
just
you really got your foot to the pavement.
yeah, I'm just like I just want to breathe in the air. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I just want to be in the city. I just want to like it's like once you be like you realize like you in Detroit, you realize like damn, this where a nigga created a car at.
Mhm.
It's a car everywhere. Like nigga be like, I created the cotton gin, be like, yeah, but I don't really see it. I feel you though. You
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
but
mm-hmm.
a car, you know what I'm saying? You just feel like, man, I feel like they say about New York, but I feel like Detroit. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere, but you can't be scared. And it's a lot of shit out here in these streets that will scare a nigga to be like, I'm gonna be in the crib, or I'm gonna be whatever. But it's like, no, we in the streets this summer. But I say all of that to say, be so creative, bro. Be so be so to the point where you feel like, nigga, I'm dropping a book every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be so creative that, you know what I'm saying, you just be your wildest dream. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And live in that shit. I feel this energy, man, where Like God just know your dreams can come true. Like you just have to actually develop the shit that we've been talking about. But man,
Shit, it's like, well, when the sun was in Aquarius, that's when you should have been defining your community, low key.
I mean, for real, I'm around a bunch of strangers and they acting like I'm number one fan bound. I'm like, okay,
Oh, they
y'all
giving you the
trust me.
farm bomb?
They giving me the fan bound treatment, man. Like, what's up, fam bam? I'm like, yo, every time it's a cycle, man. People love me, bro. I just like just fit in,
I
you
ain't
know what
gonna
I'm
lie,
saying?
that's some 11th house energy, bro. Real talk.
Mhm. For sure, man. You just fit in. Like I've been like low key for a minute, but I just knew like I'm gonna lock in somewhere. Listen, I'm gonna lock in somewhere because you can't do it alone, bro. You
You
can't do
can.
this shit alone, bro. That shit goofy. Whoever put that out, man, is a goofy, bro.
Well, I think niggas still trying to survive on that 2021 energy. That's all.
No,
What's
niggas is still trying to.
2021 energy?
Niggas
When
is
niggas
still
was
running
doing it by
around off that.
themselves.
Niggas is
Oh
still running
yeah.
around off that PPP energy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Nah, 2019 was peak. I don't need no man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I could do all this shit by myself.
I can do that out by
2024, you like, bro.
I was wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah,
I want a do over.
like let's think about this shit, man. But like what is the world that we living in today? Like what's your feel for the world that we in today? Like what's the vibes?
Mm. I would say impulse control has been eliminated. Emotional deregulation is non-existent. Um, Collaboration and cooperation is an afterthought. And the crazy part about all of it is that I could still see unity as a possibility. Am I weird for that?
Mm-mm.
Nah, you was just clowning me for me having a positive outlook on life, nigga.
I was, and I'm pregame. I was doing that. I was.
But that's the point. Like I feel that if you can develop a relationship with God, anybody can develop a relationship with God. And the direction that we've been pulling people in is to have a relationship that deprioritizes a person's relationship with God. And I feel like if I breathe on this earth for 60 more years, 70 more years, that's my message to humanity.
Mm.
Find God within yourself. And if I say that to every person that I meet for the next 60 years, I feel like it will have a reverberating impact. And like I know I'm not gonna be the only one. We all need to come to the agreement that God is found within ourselves, but we all can't be acting like God don't exist. But like nigga, our heart don't exist because we don't see it. Who's seen their heart before?
Not I.
Now get rid of your heart right now because it ain't real. You don't need it. Come on.
Actually, Hood, I don't know, cause by the way these niggas be wearing their hearts on their sleeve, shit, you could have swore they saw it. No fucking cap.
Well, I would say, explain
Sucker
to
for
me.
love energy.
Yeah, I would say, explain to me how you get the blood to all 2 trillion cells in your body. I would explain that.
Explain to me how you found the situation that you found yourself in to whereas you just like at a job where it might not be glitz and glamour, but that shit is what you need at this moment. These niggas let you have your fucking way.
Hmm.
That money coming in the way, you could get you some motherfucking Jordans if you want to right now, nigga. You
Hmm.
got money in the bank, nigga.
Hmm.
Did a nigga do that for you or did God do that for you?
Mm. I guess that depends on who you ask. The niggas that know God and the niggas that don't gonna have different answers.
But is it a person that helps people
No,
develop hustle hands or
no.
develop basketball skills or comedic ability or
Mm.
artistic expression? Like a teacher can help mold and cultivate something that's already there, but
You born
Phil
with the talent.
Jackson is not going to make me an MVP, nigga.
Nah, you born with the
The
talent.
greatest. He only can do that for Michael Jordan.
Yeah, if that was the case, Lil Bronny would be an MVP right now.
He would be
Yo.
the he would be the best player, wouldn't
Yo.
They wouldn't
he?
have
But
forced him to the G League and shit.
My niggas on LeBrick Jr. ass.
man, you gotta stop with that.
Yeah, that's a weird name, bro. Like
You gotta stop doing that.
he's showing his bias.
Yeah. I'm just saying you don't like him.
Listen. My guy's Tatum, and he in St. Louis, so that's probably why he fuck with Tatum. That's what it is. He fuck with Tatum. That's what it is.
Motherfucker smoked them Celtics back in the day.
Yeah, he
Niggas was,
definitely. The room was smoky when his camera came on.
yo, niggas was so happy when that nigga went to LA because it's like, yeah, niggas is like eating now. But
Mm-hmm.
nigga, none of them niggas on the East Coast is doing shit when LeBron's over there.
Nah,
And I
they
swear to
were.
God,
They did.
this nigga in the NBA right now, so that nigga's still in the Eastern Conference. He's imagine that shit. This nigga going to 18 Eastern Conference Finals on y'all niggas. Like,
Yeah, that shit is weird.
that shit is strange, man.
That nigga's looking like what, year 23 right now?
Nigga,
That nigga had a
some-
whole lifetime in the NBA, bro.
for real, man.
It's
For
crazy.
real,
You
bro.
know, none of his cousins, uncles, nobody come see and watch him play.
Like, yo, I just want to see a god brother or something, nigga. Like, the fuck?
Telling you, this nigga said he grew up in Akron, but none of the niggas knew about this nigga until he turned 14. And he ain't never go to no school besides a Catholic school for 4 years.
Man. Only thing I know is I ain't never heard of Akron until that nigga came on the scene.
Shit, imagine my surprise being born in Boston and my mom like, we moving to Akron. Like that, my 5-year-old brain couldn't even compute that. Why are we leaving this wonderful place and going to niggas riding on horses and shit? Like,
This is where my roots is at. Like,
that's just traumatic, nigga. Niggas be living in Ohio like it ain't other states. Like, there's mad different places you can live. Niggas just still be in Ohio.
yo,
like,
I'm so happy that Breeze is not here because that is he might be offended.
nah, that nigga said he moving to Dallas. I swear.
Okay.
I swear you can ask him. He making that nigga an engineer. Ain't no engineer gonna live in Ohio for
Yeah,
2
that don't even make sense.
Don't make sense.
Unless you
with
hiding from the
nobody.
law or something. Like, I feel like niggas go to Ohio to hide. Like,
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's an IQ level, bro. Because when you in Ohio, you dumb. Not like you dumb, but like, say for instance, if we in like kindergarten and our teacher is only teaching us kindergarten, that's what it's like living in Ohio.
wow.
Because like when you in Detroit, nigga, we smoking weed. It's a liquor store on every corner. Cops be driving past you. You know what I'm saying? In Ohio, nigga, you can't. You feel like a criminal just for being black. It was when I told y'all when I was a kid, bro. I knew I was going to prison just because every nigga
Went to
gets
prison.
pulled up. Yeah. And I wasn't even doing crimes. That was the ill part about it. I just knew I'd eventually end up in that bitch because that's how they was gonna make it for niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just living in Ohio, right?
I
What type
think,
of nigga know he gonna go to prison? You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it's just like,
I think more niggas in the areas like that went to jail because of guilt by association than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
boredom,
Yeah.
nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Complacency.
saying? Yeah, you
That's
just
why I go fight
existing.
niggas in my free time, man.
Bro, niggas when niggas was young, they wasn't thinking about working out, bro. Like niggas like fuck them push-ups,
Nah,
bro. Like,
especially if they didn't have a dad that was on that type of
yeah,
time.
yeah. Niggas like fuck
Shit.
them push-ups, bro.
I'm about to
When
sit,
your
play this game, and go
when
Mm-hmm.
to
your ass, when
jail.
your ass
We
swell up.
gonna we gonna chip in for a nickel bag or something, you know what I'm saying? Like we gonna share this 40 on the corner, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Yo, let me hit that cigarette, my nigga.
yeah, let me get a bust down.
Let me get a bust down. Let me get a drag.
Let me get a drag off that fag. Let me stop. Hold
Niggas,
on.
niggas be like, yo, where the hoes at? Like,
Like you supposed to pull out a UAV or some shit.
niggas about to put out a GPS. Like, they're approximately on Livernois and Warren. Like, what? But no, I just feel like, man, we are in a time where niggas really don't even understand that we being programmed.
Mm.
That's crazy. Do you think most of us have been programmed to stay in inner cities?
We are being programmed to a certain level where if me, you, you and AD I'm just being hypothetical. If
Mm-hmm.
we prioritize the business and the knowledge, we would be millionaires.
Mm.
But programmed is to be like, nigga, what up, nigga? Let's
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, well, did you read Robert's Rules of Order so we can operate as a board?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's three motherfuckers in the world that's living like that. That's what I mean by program.
Mm.
And
Okay.
so the realities that we could create is available if we do things in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Black people are programmed specifically to not operate in that certain way to a more aggressive degree or a more funnier kickback vibe. You my nigga, you
Mm-hmm.
got good energy
Mm-hmm.
type of way. I like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Type of way versus like, does he know Robert's rules of order? Does he know the basic principles of marketing? Um, what it because if we operate through a trust, then guess what that does? That eliminates what's holding us back: credit score, lack of access to credit, because we operate through business and corporation get real business credit, not that's tied to our business, not tied to our socials, and we move and we operate in a certain type of way. Cause I'm working for motherfuckers that's all they fucking do all throughout the country. Like they just do business and have meetings all day.
Mm-hmm. No cap. So be watching the CEO go place to place.
Just yapping.
Come back, check on you. Hey, did you do this yet? Like nigga,
Yeah.
you went to 7 luncheons. The fuck?
I be
Yeah.
Nigga ate
noticing
at
them
every
getting
one.
that fucking exhilarating high just to exchange information. And they don't ever even be concrete. They just be like, yeah, in like 5 years, we're gonna be like, damn, y'all niggas got foresight like a motherfucker for real. But it's like shit.
Yeah, because you'll be wondering why like people are implementing new stuff, and you be like, I don't want to do this. This is dumb. I've been doing this way for years, and it's like, yes, but new systems are always going to be implemented so they can get things done the way they want. For
Yeah, NPCs don't like change.
Yeah.
But the reason why I brought up the program shit is I was just thinking about the projects and how the majority of my niggas never wanted to leave. Like I left that bitch when I was 17, but the majority of my niggas never wanted to leave, and a lot of them did it. Like if I scroll on my Facebook just from Gowanus projects from back in the day, I swear to God, like probably like 75% of them are still there. That's the crazy part. I think that's part of the program, though. You know what I'm saying?
I think the programming is this, right? If your parents aren't wealthy, you got like such of a greater degree to not be wealthy. And that's not a guarantee that you won't be wealthy, but you must understand the subconscious programming that's taking place in your life right now
Mm-hmm.
and begin to work through it energetically. Because mentally, people say what they want and desire it at all times, but they're not able to actualize it because their subconscious mind programming is that for which their mom and dad have programmed them to operate under. Because
Mm-hmm.
everything you doing is based on they demands.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you get 7 or 8 or conscious, you just basically they little robot, for a
Yeah.
lack of better words. And you grow into that. And then you get grown, that shit still is holding niggas back. Like goes to your point where 75% they parents live there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying they have a choice. So it's like now, how do you shape out of all of these boundaries and shit? Like you have to fucking do spiritual work to even begin to like transmute this energy because we have been lied to at such a great degree that like it is kind of baffling a lot of times.
Yeah. It's kind of like if you meet a girl and go to her crib and her whole family is female and they all single, run. If they all single, my nigga, just run. Like, because that's essentially going to be her legacy. Like all of them are single for a
Mhm.
reason.
It be like, man, remember the last maybe the couple conversations ago, you was talking about lust.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We was talking about lust.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Concupiscence, yes.
Yeah, I was
right,
just going to say the conspicuous.
Concupiscence.
when we when we as a society base all of our decisions on lust, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not we're in the mode of a deadly sin that's not ever going to create the energy that we need to create for our
Mm-hmm.
life. Like it's a block, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a normalized block. Goes into programming. I think it's a good segue into this Anthony Davis story.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the rumor that NBA star Anthony Edwards told a judge that he wanted to pay 18 years of child support up front because he didn't want to have nothing to do with his baby mama or their child? This is 38-year-old Aisha Howard, a brand ambassador who gave birth to a daughter named Aubrey in October of 2024. And this is Anthony Edwards. He plays ball for the Minnesota Wolves. And apparently and allegedly, he got 3 different women pregnant last year. He met Aisha in Georgia, and after he got her pregnant, she sent him a text message letting him know that he was going to be a father. Anthony immediately told her to have an abortion, and she said she didn't want to do it because she had just had an abortion 2 years ago, and she regretted it. So he told her that child gonna be fatherless, and then he blocked her on every social media platform to let her know he was serious. He did not want a child with her. So she went through the entire pregnancy alone, and right before she gave birth, she moved to California and had the baby named Aubrey in a California hospital. As soon as she gave birth, she filed a paternity lawsuit in California asking for Anthony to be added to the birth certificate and for him to reimburse her for all of the costs associated with her pregnancy.
Okay, man. Shit. What's the verdict so far? What's the prognosis so far? Where we at so far?
So we
Mhm.
got a scheming ass Hex and a nigga that can't put his dick up.
We have a grooming brand ambassador and a nigga who ain't got to put his dick up.
So my question is this: if she got pregnant by Jerome Hawkins off 38th Street that sell dime bags, do she do all of this? Yes or no?
Fuck no.
Okay. So I don't think that we're talking about somebody who can't keep his dick in his pants because I know niggas like him on the corner. I got homies like this nigga. So I feel that the bigger issue is that, for me, anyways, it's like money is replacing a father in a space where,
It would have been
like,
super toxic anyway.
not necessarily because it's your father. So whatever you need from your dad, you gonna get, but you ain't gonna appreciate that nigga if he a great dad or a horrible dad. That's
Hmm.
just dad is a thankless job,
Hmm.
no matter how you cut, no matter how you cut it.
Hmm.
So I think I don't know I don't know what type of nigga want to have sex with a woman and then not want to deal with her ever again. What made you want to have sex with her and what made you not want to deal with her? Is those two things synonymous? And if those two things are synonymous, what the fuck is hoes out here doing fucking with these niggas? I'm not a girl, I don't fuck with niggas. But if you feel like a nigga can have sex and ghost you, what's the point of even doing it? Especially with a rich nigga, like you're not about to like trap him with the box.
Hmm.
It's a lot of box to get.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'm just saying, it seems it's a repeated topic, masochistic to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. But there's also a touch of covert misandry in there too.
Such is life.
Hmm. Absolutely. I got a out of left field. Well, not really out of left field. I got a different take, but
Mhm.
um, I'll wait for you to play some more of it and I'll let it develop.
All right.
And to establish child support to support her and the child for the duration of the child's childhood. After they took a DNA test and Anthony was the father, he said, "That's okay, I'm the father, but I don't want visitation rights or custody. She can have her." The only thing Anthony asked for was for child support to be determined in Georgia because he believed Aisha moved to California so that she can get a bigger child support payment out of him. So he filed a separate paternity lawsuit in Georgia and waited. And lo and behold, the California judge agreed with Anthony and determined that the Georgia judge will preside over the child support case. And then rumors began circulating that Anthony asked to pay the entire 18 years of child support up front because he don't want to have nothing to do with Aisha. Even though there's absolutely no evidence that he really said that, people are angry and saying, dang, he must seriously hate her and that child. People are debating what happened to Aisha, where she couldn't lock down this YN like Drea did. What do you think?
It's crazy. Everybody could just reference Drea so easily like that. Like, but we see the signs, right? You see what I put in the chat? Check the Discord. You see a trend?
As far as what? Oh boy.
Yeah. He got 4
I
straight
mean,
girls.
yeah, but what? How old is he?
2022, 2023, 2024. So there's 2 that was born in 1 year.
He's 23 years old.
Yep. Yep.
And when he was having sex with these women, he was 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
His shit is
let's
not
be
even fully
let
developed, bro.
let's be 100% honest with the niggas that's on the panel. When you was 21, you was clapping
Mm-hmm.
more chicks than you was clapping when you was 40.
Yes.
Just the quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine if he was a millionaire.
Mm-hmm. That means the
Yeah,
shit is.
he had 4 kids. You think
Mm-hmm.
he only had sex 4 times?
Absolutely not.
Maybe if
Absolutely.
he had sex a million times, or not a million, maybe he had sex 1,000 times and he created 4 children out of those 1,000 nuts he busted.
Mm-hmm.
A 21-year-old millionaire that's attractive and 6'5" that just signed a 9-figure deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that he should have done it, but I'm not about to act like I wasn't 21 before. And I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even nowhere near a nigga named Anthony. My last name was Anthony. That's as close as I got to
Mm-hmm.
being 6'5". But I was knocking shit down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Left and right. They couldn't.
Whenever I wanted to.
They couldn't keep me upright long enough.
I had a variety pack.
I had one on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday.
My niggas ain't using that bitch. Boop. Beat the whole down.
You got one for every day of the week. Mm-hmm. That's that 21.
Bye-bye.
That's that 21-year-old testosterone, bro. You got one for every day of the week.
And he got kids. And from my perspective, he's an NBA player. Takes a certain level of dedication that maybe children and women would they
Distract.
help
They would
him
distract.
reach his goals?
Nope. They wouldn't.
Would
They
they be empathetic of his desire to
Mm-mm.
be an all-time great?
Mm-mm. Nope.
So I as a man, I think it's wise to prioritize your career at 21, 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Because you only get that stretch in life once. Like you don't get a do-over from 20 to 24. Like you don't.
nah. If you're not trying to go with the goals, then shit, I have to like move on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
A lot of this situation just reminds me, tell me if I'm wrong, reminds me a lot of Cam Newton, where, everyone knew that he was a star. The world knew he was a star, just like those women knew he was a star. But yet, we talk about these men in this industry like as if there is a bit of reminiscing and comparison that can be had between these people and regular people. And the reality is that it can't.
yeah,
Right? Like,
you talking about they talking about it wrong.
yeah.
Talk about the
Like,
commentator.
yeah, you can't, You can't judge Anthony Edwards on fatherhood or the lack thereof when Anthony Edwards' prefrontal cortex is just now developing. Like, he isn't in a position to even know completely, that what his responsibility is for spilling that seed supersedes the career that he wants to flourish in. But at the same time, you can't fault him for making his career front and center when it was his career that got him in front of you, when it was his career that even gave you the whiff of thinking like, I want to give him some, right? Because like you said, if he was Pookie, I don't know if he wouldn't have all of these kids, but he probably wouldn't have had all of these kids at this time, and we probably wouldn't even know about it.
If you outline it and you see a pure, supportive, loving, beautiful woman, and she marries a millionaire, you don't look at the shit and you scratch your head like, how does that even work? But when you see a 6'5" millionaire knock down bitches left and right, you want to act like he can't handle the outcome of those particular circumstances.
Mhm.
Now, it's a lot of niggas in child support court, and the judge is telling them you got to pay $200 a week, and now they got to move in with their mom because they can't afford shit because every fucking paycheck they get drafted. Your shit looking like goddamn you
Garnished.
working for free.
Garnished.
You know what I mean? So I'm not about to sit and really feel sorry for Anthony Edwards, nor am I feel sorry for his children because now she might blow the money, but you could invest $1 million and get close to $20,000 to $25,000 worth of interest right now
Mhm.
a year.
Just in CDs.
So I mean that's enough money to take care of the child, and then when the child get grown, give the child some money to live with. But at the same time, man, just because a dude give you a baby, you if you get some money out of him because it's Anthony Edwards, I feel like she did a play
Mhm.
and the play was successful. The
Yeah,
play
because
was the play was for her to get money.
yeah,
Okay,
because the
that's
first
what it is.
the first suspect was Lil Baby.
Whew.
That is also Lil
4
Baby's
p.m.
baby mom. See,
Full
now
pocket
I can
full.
say what I wanted to say, right? I think Anthony Edwards was with the shits until he realized his homies and his peoples was probably going to talk shit about him because she was also Lil Baby's baby mama. Now, she had a kid by Lil Baby. She's 10 years older than Lil Baby as well. So I think once his folks found out about it, they Bible Belt people from Georgia. I think once his folks found out about it, they was like, look, she got the playoff, cut her that check, and keep it pushing. Like, I think it's his peoples that got in his ear to where he was like, look, I figured out what the play is. I didn't see the play at first because I just wanted some buns. But now that I see the play, you know what I'm saying? I think I'll just pay whatever I need to pay, whatever you want up front, and we could just 86 this situation. Like, I don't think he necessarily went into it like, yeah, fuck all that. I ain't fucking with nothing. I think he figured out as he was going through it, like, yo, this is the play. Because I watched him on Starting Five on Netflix with Tatum and Braun and all that. And his kids is in that shit. Now, it's hard for me to look at him on that show, even though it's a show and it's a play too. But it's hard for me to look at him with his kids. Like, the nigga left a game, bro, at halftime for one of his kids to be born. Like, so it's hard for me to look at him and be like, he just an ain't shit nigga. But it ain't hard for me to look at her and be like, she figured out the way to finesse niggas and she got that off. Like, she got that off, bro. Like, there's no denying that. She 12 years older than this nigga. She 10 years older than that nigga. Like she got that off. Now, if the roles were reversed, broads would not stop talking about a nigga that was grooming a chick and right? But you're not hearing that talk right now. We're not hearing grooming talk. The only questions that's being framed through this program matrix narrative is it wrong that he wants to pay and not want nothing to do with the child? It's not that child's fault. That's all the conversation. Nobody is talking about the fact that she's 12 years older than this man. Like nobody talking about that.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
Yes, I don't know.
Yeah, I was just thinking AD was gonna add something to it. That's what I was just.
Think of this crazy situation? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierka with the T. Follow for more. Did you hear the rumor that NBA?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people can like who they like type shit, and I just feel like shit. It's something about that old bitch that nigga like, because it gotta be 21-year-olds throwing them pussy, all different types of bitches throwing this guy some ass. So some about the older type of shit. Maybe it's psychological. Maybe she giving mommy nurturing energy. I don't know. But she got a thing for these young niggas, and these young niggas got a thing for her. And it's some magic being at play. But it go back to my point of lust. Like I feel like when you have a young nigga that's filled with lust, he could fall for a bitch like this, because it's not like your lust is going to direct you to a loving, caring woman. It's going to direct you to a demoness. It's going to direct you to a demon. When you be like, "Ooh, I want to fuck this nigga so bad," that's a demon. When you be like, "Oh, I want to fuck this girl so bad,"
That's a
she is a
demon.
demoness. Your
She's a
girl not
fucking
bringing you no plantains, no smoothie, like kissing you on your neck. Like, I just want to look out for you. This bitch didn't do nothing for you, but you
No.
like, I gotta fuck her so bad. That's lust. But tell me that that was not gonna create a broken human, which is a spirit. These kids that's toting 30 Glocks, they made from Love Serpent?
No.
Straight switch.
No. That's all. That's all demonic consecration.
Can't forget about the
The demonic copulation. That's what it is. Demonic copulation.
Man, it's just interesting though, because I don't think like shit. I just know that like shit, you will always find girls that's like on a different level when it comes to seduction. You know what I'm saying?
You remember early last year when we first started back up, and what did you say in regards to men lacking the capacity to withstand a woman's seduction?
Um, Regarding a man's inability, no, enlighten.
That you're right on it. A man doesn't possess necessarily the ability to withstand
Oh yeah, yeah, oh
seduction
yeah,
from a
oh
woman.
yeah. It could be a certain type of seduction, right? Because a certain woman can have a certain pussy smell, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She can put the pussy smell in her cologne. You feel me? Her perfume.
Mm-hmm.
And spray her perfume
On
of
her
her
neck.
foot or her
So
neck
right
and
when
her
you right
juices.
around there, you like, oh, Shit.
Yeah,
What the fuck is that? Right?
yeah. A woman can motherfucking you, Anthony Edwards. So what do we know about Anthony Edwards? He's plastered on the TV screen everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, what can I do? I can print a picture of him at the library, color,
Do a
cut it, cut
ritual.
it, cut a face out of it, do a ritual, put my pussy juices all over it, imagine you making love to me, and I imagine it and I think about it, and my vagina gets wet while I think about it, and I like
Mm-hmm.
however many candles your number is, because the number is how many candles I need to light.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing everything 24 times, whatever your number is. I keep daydreaming about you, imagining you, playing with
You draw
myself.
your own sigil. Put
Listen,
your period blood on the sigil.
because this is the reality. Niggas will never agree to this, but it's the truth. This ain't my only. I was a woman in different lifetimes.
Facts. Facts.
You
We
was a
all
woman
was.
in lifetime.
We all
Okay,
was.
if we can't be unified in thinking masculine and feminine, guess what? That's like
Mhm.
you trying to walk around with a left leg, nigga.
Just a left leg, nigga. You
Just
going
the
left all
left,
day.
just the left, just the left leg. So I could get into the psyche of a woman just going to a different lifetime when I was a woman. When
Yeah.
I was a seductress, I know
Mm-hmm.
how to seduce because I was a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like, well, how you get a bad bitch and you're not a good looking man? Because I could just understand what a woman needs. I
Mm-hmm.
don't even because that's just something that's within a man,
Yeah.
something within a woman.
On a cellular level, you can tap into that art of seduction. Like you can tap into that because you understand, right? What those pheromones do, right? You understand, bro.
It's just certain things that you just tap into and you just feel at a subconscious level, and and I just goes back to a point where it's just like shit. You can do enough magic and witchcraft, and you could definitely get some dick from an athlete. That's not hard,
At
but
all.
you're not going to get nothing else.
Mm-mm.
And lucky for her, she got $1 million lottery ticket.
Yeah.
But
2.5.
Yeah, she was imagining every day that motherfucker.
Yeah,
she's,
2.5 for all 216 payments is 2.5.
I guarantee you, Aisha Howard do some type of magic.
She gotta be a fucking seductress, bro. Let me I'll put this
It's
shit in
art.
the chat just to show you a short of her. You pull it up.
I'm in there. I don't see nothing.
No, I'm about to put it in there right now.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it screamed to me. What it screamed to me was succubus energy, and not to sound crass to the people, but I think she put that period blood on them. That's the way I saw it. That's the way I saw it.
Okay. As you put this in, I'm gonna read this tweet. So the tweet goes like this. Um, we both may have attended and being childish running from it won't make it go away. I'm pregnant. Wanted to tell you in person, but you gave me no other choice. We probably should have kept it cordial, but we're here now.
Hmm.
Okay, LOL, get the abortion, he says. I don't need hush money. My intentions aren't to blackmail you in any way. I'm being upfront and honest. I'm not getting abortion. It's not an option. I can keep you updated through the process, or I can disappear until the baby's here. It's on you. Either way, I'm done going back and forward because you still think it's a joke. Oh my God, bye. Not bye. See you later. This was February 21st, and they don't say nothing for, uh, I guess, 2 weeks, and then she texts back, Anthony, do you hate me? He's because you bringing a child in the world that's going to be without a father. I'm not asking you to be with me in any way, shape, or form or fashion. If you choose to be a completely ghost to your seed, that's totally up to you. That's something you'll have to take up with the higher power. Hard to believe when you fathered a kid outside of your own, but I come in peace. Dispute what you may think, and I'm not sure how or when to communicate with you, but without overwhelming you. But we are clear on how you feel. I won't be in a child life I don't want. You are sick. So I bring all of this to say the quote is this manipulation of the highest degree. This is almost witch like, and I don't
Hmm.
think it's almost witch like. I think it's exactly witch like
Gotta
in a
be.
way where she like. So when you love somebody, right? You trying to hurt somebody. You can't you can't want to hurt somebody you love.
Mm-mm.
So anytime you're in a relationship, man or woman, and that person tries to hurt you, you are in a war and you trying to give out hugs. You need to
Hmm.
motherfucking run and get some protection.
Hmm.
Because love shouldn't hurt.
Nope, not at all. And I'm sure Mr. Edwards, I'm sure Mr. Edwards got some witches in his family. So, like I said earlier, I stick to my original point. I think they put him hit. Like, yo, she got you, bro. Like, it's time to move off of that.
Mhm.
They're like, yeah, nephew, it's all good though.
Listen, man, when she made that cutout, my nigga, and then orgasmed on herself and then put the panties on the listen, man.
Nyama.
Yeah, I put one in the chat too.
What's this about? This one, you ain't put this in the chat? I don't think you put this in the chat. I think I just clicked it.
Join the Discord. Join the Discord. Enjoy the last. Find community. Build you.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Because it's fucked up because you should be able to date and deal with people and not it be something that's so crazy. And the reason I say that is because motherfuckers be all cool to the point where they want to fuck and be real cordial and sweet and loving and talk all this good shit. But then it always winds up to whereas it's trouble and drama. And it's because we are under a demonic regime under this country culturally, 100%. Because it's just so common that people get into these like weird ass bickerings back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It's like dumb
Whenever
shit.
whenever I hear Jones that speak as soft as her, like that's total witch right there, bro. Like she's a sorceress. Like you know the type of John that when she talk to you, like all you want to do is just go crazy. Like yeah, nigga, that's a witch, bro. Like she a witch of the highest order, my nigga. Like, straight seductress, nigga.
Crazy, man. I wanted to show y'all this. I want to get y'all thoughts on this. Give me one
Okay.
second.
Hey, how about that Discord, guys? Join the Discord.
Please join the Discord. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. Yeah, I was clipping this earlier, but I couldn't. It's just too much, man. It's too much.
Mhm.
And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Y'all, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I actually think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my
Nah, man, we gotta get off this fucking internet, man. Cause that nigga only asked for $20. Niggas was acting like it's my first time seeing it. I thought it was some shit where he was asking niggas for thousands of dollars or some shit, or he locked them into the goddamn church. He asked them for $20. I mean, I know niggas feel like you should not give nothing to the church, but I don't personally believe that you should give nothing. Because what the hell would you just go in there for free for it?
Did anybody go yet?
Church be giving you all types of homes. Church be
He
looking
asked
for
him for a $20 donation.
Who he asked for $20 donations?
everybody. He said close the door.
Everybody.
Oh,
Just like
that
close. I don't think it's as bad as niggas made it to be.
nah. That's not what it. That's not. So 20. What's 20 times 1,000?
20 G's.
Okay, what number did he say that they were supposed to get?
40.
So
He
what
was
other?
talking. He said 1,000 niggas in the church, and then he was like 1,000 niggas that's online watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody get 20.
And he also said the people that get to stand in the pulpit got to give up 100 apiece.
I'm about to replay. I ain't get all the way through it. I just got to the half.
Yeah, I watched the
and they
whole.
understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together.
Nah.
It's that part. It's that part for me. Listen, we all gonna leave
There's 1,000 of you.
together.
I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I actually think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife Melinda P. Sapp was alive, was a good date. I could take her to the movies, buy a box of popcorn, get 1 soda, 2 straws. I wasn't cheap. That's swag. I was looking in her eyes. She's looking in mine. Can't do that no more. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. I got you. Let's see. So put your 20 away, preachers. That 20 wasn't for you. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and get it, because I need to see 1,000 people move. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folks. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring them right now. I'm
pause,
coming.
bro,
Even if you're
pause.
giving tangibly.
Yo, the way he just swaying everybody to do this shit, dog. Like, you know, like I feel like if he said a different way, I'd be like, okay, OG, I hear you, but like, he like, now I need you to come up here and I need to see the transactions.
You listening to a spell, my nigga. Like, that is a spell, right? But I do agree wholeheartedly with what Hood said. It is only $20. Somebody got it out for this nigga, right? Because they made this shit seem like this nigga locked in and was taking everybody's purse. Like, somebody got it out for that nigga, yo. For real, for real.
I
And
feel like,
it was over a month ago. This shit wasn't recent.
mm, yeah, I just feel like when you at church and you got a 501c3 or you got a 501c8, your business is getting donations.
Mm-hmm.
Any 501c3, you work for a 501c3 circle.
Yes, I do.
So that's like saying if a nigga came and donated to the foundation, that you would be like, nah, because what we doing, we just helping motherfuckers.
That will never happen. We take
Nah,
every check they send to us, nigga.
yeah, nah, we just want to help. We just here to help.
Nah.
We just
We
want to
gotta
help
keep the lights
niggas.
on, nigga. Like, no.
Nah, we just want to help. We just want to help niggas, man. We don't
You
need
can't
no money.
you can't help niggas for free. Where they do that at? Like, we both can't share the
I
shopping cart, nigga. Like the fuck? Like, nah, son.
I think the older that I get, the more understanding I am of people that sow into churches.
Me too.
Like I get it. I'm not even beat over that shit. I get it. And I'm not gonna give you shit, but keep
No.
doing your thing, hustler.
Hmm. Yeah, I speak to my granddad every Sunday, and my
Hmm.
granddad, he blind, but he still listen to the Sunday service every Sunday, and every
Hmm.
Sunday when we talk, he always try and talk me into watching some of his services. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when
Hmm.
I lived with him, I watched him. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And every now and again, I'll go back and watch something if he really want me to see it, just so we could talk about it. But I get my
Hmm.
granddad. You know what I'm saying? My granddad been
Hmm.
stoked in the Bible Belt his entire life. He started in Alabama, moved to Harlem, and then moved back down to Georgia, and always been a Bible thumper. So like he is dedicated, right? Like I get those people. It's the fair
Hmm.
weather people that I don't, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
necessarily mingle with. But like you said, I get the whole concept of the church and I get why they stayed in the church. I get it.
Hmm.
I think there's so many people that secretly have an issue with people that are doing something that they can't control, that no matter what it is that you do, they're going to demonize it some way, somehow.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Because I when I was searching for clips to edit for this live tonight, everything that I saw on him was like one of those e Hollywood exposés. Like even Kendra G, not Kendra G, Tasha K got a joint where she calling him, him and one of the other pastors be running orgies, and because I guess he was his ex-wife is married to his best friend pastor. And right? Weird. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? But these are obviously hit pieces, and somebody got it out for that man. I
Hmm.
mean, just like with the T.D. Jake shit, that shit came and went like mad quick, right? Like niggas was really trying hard to assassinate T.D. Jakes. That didn't go nowhere.
I mean, I don't. I feel like it's not right that niggas are in church, and I don't
Mm-mm.
believe in reverends
Me
and
neither.
nothing like that. But at the same time, if I'm going to say, for instance, I was don't know no better, and I'm moved by God to operate in a certain fashion, and I get all of these people to come to my church, like I don't know how to like take God out of a person's mind and heart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to do that, and I would never want to do that. So I'd be like, I just feel that what a person is doing is what they're supposed to be doing. And if
Mm-hmm.
you don't understand it, you can't judge it or knock it because you might be in that same person's shoes one day.
Yep.
And a person will then be looking at you like, what the fuck you doing? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what you doing asking for donations, nigga? But you be the one that's asking for donations. Because I swear, I used to be like, yo, this is so cringe. Why would
Yeah.
y'all want to ask people for money. But
Mhm.
it's like being a business owner and understanding life, being an older person, I
It
feel
goes
like
with the territory. It comes with the territory. And I'm with you. The only thing I'd add to that is that in my heart, I know for a fact that each and every person's individual journey with God, whether it's with God or against God, is their personal journey. And it's not for me to say, this is what you should or shouldn't be doing when it comes to God. Like that's not any person's, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, that's not any person's right to do that. Your journey
Mhm.
with God is a personal journey, and nobody has the right to foreshadow that, premeditate that, or judge that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, it doesn't take much for you to go from your situation to that person's situation, and now you sitting there in the pulpit screaming in tongues and shit because you just, you know what I'm saying? Like it
Because God is working in your life.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
You know what I'm saying?
it's hard for me to judge people on that.
Yeah. I mean, shit. But I wanna get into this. We was gonna talk about this
Hmm.
humiliation rituals. Is it real or is it fake? I'm gonna let this play all the way out and we'll talk
Okay,
about it.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like a termination. The whole show on Zeus was a humiliation ritual. You know what I'm saying? Like a terminology. It was a humiliation ritual. Zeus is in love with Greek mythology. Greek mythology is demonic in a real way. But that's what piqued my interest, right? Zeus Network changed my name from Pied Piper to Pipe. No, from Pipe Piper, right? They said Pipe. Yeah, Pipe Piper. Because you know I'm a licensed plumber. Yeah. They changed it to Pied Piper. Right? So that sparked my interest. I said, what the is a Pied Piper? Yeah. Why are they calling me that? Right? So I Googled Pied Piper. The Pied Piper is Greek mythology. A guy that led 130 children to their death. Yep. And only 3 survived. One was dumb, one was deaf, one was blind. You feel me? And one survived because they went to go get their coat. You feel me? When the Pied Piper was leaving, and they came back and the Pied Piper was gone. So 4 children survived. Out of 130, so I'm thinking like, what the? Why would these people? But I done really knocked out nigga on my mama. The nigga done really kicked me teeth out their mouth in prison. You know what I'm saying? Why the put they my name with some pedophilia? You feel me? That's what I'm thinking. So that should consume my every thought. And after I started investigating the Greek mythology, I noticed that all the contestants on the Zeus Network show had Greek mythology names that trace back to Greek mythology. It's demonic. It was a satanic ritual. You know what I'm saying? When she slapped me, it's called the slap of admittment, right? In a real way. She slapped me. She was marking me for death, bruh. And I don't give a. I'm finna say it on camera, bruh. They was finna sacrifice me. Oh, mama. They was finna sacrifice me. But when Erica Mena slapped me, I got up out of there. I called the police on her. I filed a police report on her. And that's what they satanic ritual. You know what I'm saying? Get on TikTokery and look at all the people that's exposing Zeus for the demonic entities that they worship. But that's key.
Yeah. See, and the thing is, it be niggas like that that be a part of the ritual. Because that's their role to do that.
Mhm.
It's like, well, now I gotta expose these niggas. That's part of my contract. Because his clout ain't dying. This nigga's still crashing out in different places and still getting interviews. And he dropping diss songs on this girl.
Oh, what girl?
On Erica Minnis, the girl
Oh,
that slapped him.
So, can you go to share your screen and type and go to Google and just type in what's his name, Aaron Sloan?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what comes up.
Aaron Sloan.
Yeah, 2 A's.
Give me 1 second. Let me set up the screen right.
You ever seen that before? Where you type in a nigga name and that's all you get?
Mm-mm. Mm.
What the fuck?
Now, me and the homie spoke about this yesterday. I think the nigga is an agent in a plant.
You can't find this nigga birthday or nothing, bro.
Like, what did it say he was born again? Australia or something like that?
Yeah, Ireland. Say he's from
Ireland.
Yeah.
Does that nigga look like he's from Ireland, my guy?
But thing is, you know what serves another thing? He said he served 30 years in prison.
How long?
30.
How old do you think this nigga is, bro?
I don't know. Because they said he was like in his 20s, late 20s. I think so. I don't know. I got to.
So he from Ireland, but he was born in
Say was sentenced to 30. That's a white boy.
sentenced to 30.
Mhm.
There's no way that's the same person, bro.
Yeah, because he was on Jumper having a whole interview about this.
Bro, he has no Wikipedia.
Right?
Where is his Wikipedia?
What do we do?
You have to go to the Jumper interview.
Like,
That's just a weird search page, bro. And all I'm saying is we know how them niggas in LA give it up with the fake identities and shit. So like, this is just odd for me.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's like fucking.
Like, is this a real person, bro?
I don't know, man. That Zeus Network shit is kind of crazy. I'm just thinking about how. Yeah, I don't know. I think that Zeus Network is just
A portal?
definitely. It's
That shit
definitely
giving portal
demonic.
vibes. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Not in a good way either. Like it's
No,
definitely
no.
tied into.
You see that skinny nigga that stole that shit from them? Like, that nigga look crazy. He looked like Pookie with a suit on. Like, that nigga look weird, bro.
Like he looked like he ain't a real person.
Mm-hmm.
Join Discord. That's the ringtone.
There's also, I think I put it in there. If you scroll up, you can see. Did you see the rumors that Sexy Red? Right there. Go down.
Right there. Under the StreamYard link.
Click on the Sexy Red joint.
Where?
For shits and giggles. You passed it. Go back down.
Oh.
Right there. That shit got the homie's favorite song in there.
Sexy Red has been in a format with them since 2024. Leak CIA.
You said what?
No, go ahead. Let me play. It's short.
Leaked CIA documents say Sexy Red has been in a format with them since 2018, but here's how the CIA has been doing this for centuries. So this first became viral on X, but this isn't news. People have thought this about Red for years, pretty much since she became relevant. But the documents explain that she goes into the CIA documents say people have thought this about Red for years, pretty much since she became relevant. But the documents explain that she goes into the codename Agent Bow Bow, and her goal is to be highly destabilizing and culturally critical. But if Red's agent name is true, she literally has a song named Bow Bow Bow. Now this doesn't make her guilty. But as humans, it's sometimes so easy to see what's going on, we don't believe it. Regardless if you think it's crazy Sexyy Red could be a CIA agent, Cat Williams said something really interesting about the underworld of rap music.
All of the rappers that you know that never been to jail and never gotten any trouble with the law, but they talk as if their life is opposite of that. Like, those are federal informants.
Now, Sexyy Red got arrested in 2024 after an airport brawl, but I wouldn't count that as trouble in the way Cat Williams is talking about it. The relationship the CIA and rap music have goes back decades, shifting the focus of the genre from unity to violence. Where the CIA is best at using culture as propaganda, overseeing approximately 2,000 films since 1910, even backing artists like Duke Ellington and Jackson Pollock back in the day to promote America's creative thinking to the rest of the world. Therefore, it's hard to know the truth about Sexyy Red, and I'm not picking a side, but if she is working with the CIA, it's not that crazy because the agency has been backing creatives for centuries, and Sexyy Red would just be another name on that list.
Just saying.
Young Thug need to stop.
He got the shit from this site though.
Oh,
The
yeah?
number one source for parody hip hop news.
Okay.
Yeah. So someone made a 15-minute conspiracy video based on my tweet, LMAO, because he nothing on his site is real. It's a parody site, but that's what niggas do on Twitter. They create these parody motherfucking websites and then they tweet out shit.
That shit you
Sexy
said
Red
Bow Wow was
tweeted.
doing, right? Ain't that shit you said Bow
Yeah.
Wow was doing?
They just be faking it today. Well, they just be trolling, really. But Sexy Red gonna retweet and said, "Damn shit, they got me." Now, this is just a fucking fake fucking Twitter site. So the nigga, he put some real shit with some fake shit. My larger point, but that's what niggas do
Mm-hmm.
just to be sensational on here. But I mean, I don't think sexy. I mean,
That's
fuck,
why I said
man.
shits and giggles, but I mean, I wouldn't say
Yeah.
Sexy Red, but I would definitely say Ice Spice.
I
Like, I
don't
would
think you. I
definitely
think
say
you can
Ice
work
Spice.
directly for the CIA, but not work for the CIA. I'll say like that.
Okay.
I'm saying, because what the fuck is she going to do about the streaming networks and motherfuckers just putting it on every playlist known to man and shit like that? And
Mm-hmm.
Sexy Red is a global star more than she is like. She more of like, you ever see like a artist from like Australia with like weird hair and like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just weird and you don't know what the fuck they on? That's
Mm-hmm.
what Sexy Red is. She just like a weird act that can travel all over the world and be eccentric.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you know, in the world, I mean, in this country is fucked up because bitches is like, yeah, I don't even think that Sexy Red is not an anomaly in the black community.
No, not at all.
It's a million Sexy Reds,
Would you say
but
would you say Jezebel spirit or siren?
I would say that you don't teach people the unification of the reality of masculine and feminine energies.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you have a left-legged person,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna walk a little crooked.
Mm-hmm. Internet.
75% of all black kids grow up in single mother households. I'm gonna just put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
So 75%, just a little crooked.
Definitely a little crooked. It can't be straight up.
Can be. We're gonna lean to the left.
Just a little bit. I think we got a good amount of time, and I gotta get out of here and close this fucking building down.
Type shit, man. All right, y'all.
I'm gonna hit y'all up tomorrow.
Get up with y'all later.
.com and join Discord.
Join the Discord.
White
Join the
Rabbit.
Discord. Join the
Shout out to
Discord.
clubbyexchange.com.